Welcome back, everybody. Another episode here of America reopens. Hooray! All right. I guess, yeah, if you haven't heard, America's trying to reopen. And I guess that's good. I guess that's good because, man, I guess a lot of people are getting tired of staying home and being with their family and their kids and everything. I'm not, I don't work. I don't work. Actually, things are much better this way because my wife is home, so she doesn't drive around. She's not wasting time driving around. She's getting paid. Nothing's changed for us, really. Nothing has changed for us. So I don't work anyway. I do have a broken hand, so I'm not going out. So there is that. But in a couple, well, in another week, I'm actually moving my hand pretty good right now. But I think in another week, I'll be riding the electric bicycle again. And so I'll probably be doing that, making videos of me riding the bike. Most likely, I'm gonna just go to the high school, our local high school here, to get the breakfast and lunch for the kids. So I got the front basket. I think the front basket will hold the breakfast and lunch for the kids. I'll go twice, one in the morning and then one in the afternoon. Gas is cheap, everybody. Gas is cheap. I think I have a video recording of gas being like 160. I did go to like 160 per gallon. I did go to the gas station like I think a day yesterday, and it was 150 something. So price of gas is going down. So one good thing about the pandemic is that it did lower the price of gas. It did lower the price of gas. So I'm not complaining there, but I don't drive anyway all that much. I ride the bike a lot, so you know. But I topped off the car. I brought the gas tank because I'm not cutting the grass. My oldest daughter is cutting the grass, and so she's getting a workout that way. I kind of gained some weight from being inside the house, so I probably need to go out and just ride the bike anyway. But if you haven't noticed recently, I did not make a video in the last, I think, maybe 2 days. That's because I got my AR 500 armor. Yes, I've been making a video on it. So as soon as it comes out, you probably want to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in that kind of stuff, or better yet, just subscribe and like and share this video and subscribe to my channel anyway. So thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all of you being here. Anyways, I did. Let me see. What am I looking at? Oh yeah, this is all the good stuff. Uh, where is that plate carrier? Plate carriers. What did I get? I got the Testudo Gen 2 as far as plate carrier, and then this Testudo Light, and with all the soft and the steel body armor. So this is from AR 500. Made a video about that. That should be out in, I don't know, I think end of April. End of April. It's in the pipeworks. You have to wait for it. I like it so far. It's pretty good. I like it. I mean, I bought it, right? So I should like it. Anyway, so that's what's been going on with me. Anyways, let's go on to the numbers. America reopening. America reopening. So let's just take a look at the numbers. Let's see what's going on here today. COVID.bio updated April 17th, 2020 at 7:01 p.m. I'm making this video recording at 10:10 p.m. April 17th, 2020. By the time you watch this, most likely it will be April 18th, 2020. Most likely. Most likely. By the time I edit the video and upload it and have it up for public view, it'll probably be April 18th. So let's take a look at the numbers here. see how America's doing, and that's kind of really what I care about right now. You know, when there's a pandemic or some kind of situation where a disaster, you kind of tend to go into self-preservation mode. And although I do care about other countries, I care about the world, I'm in self-preservation self-preservation mode, probably just like most of you are in self-preservation mode, if not for your life, you know, for your livelihood, as in your jobs, your income, stuff like that. I'm sure most of you are in self-preservation mode in some shape or form. All right, so total number of cases 699,706 cases total. Wow. In January, I'm pretty sure US had 0 cases. So in about 4 months, we've gone from 0 to this ridiculous amount, over 500,000. New confirmed cases today, 31,905. So it's going to be bobbing up and down, the 20, upper 20,000 to 30,000. Let's see the deaths. The deaths are just increasing. Total is 36,773 deaths. And the new death for today, 3,857 deaths. That is the most I've seen to date. Most I've ever seen to date. The curve is kind of flattening. The curve is kind of flattening. It'd be nice if it just flattened. On this kind of curve right here, you're looking for an S curve. Like on the normal, it's still going up, still going up. But on the log, you're looking at an S curve here, and you're looking for this part to flatten, just flat line up here, plateau out. Eventually on the normal graph, you're going to see that too. It's going to finally go up and plateau out eventually, or maybe it never will, because I don't think this virus is going to go away. I just don't think so. Many people are hoping that it would go away, especially the Chinese. I'm sure the Chinese Communist Party wishes this virus will go away. Their propaganda is just, you know, I don't know the difference between the propaganda and the lies anymore. It's blurring between propaganda to lies. At least when you have propaganda, you would think it it has some truth to it, but the the things that are coming out of China is it's just lies at this point. My goodness. So I'm glad they added this bar chart here. Good job, COVID.bio. You're doing wonderful, adding all this wonderful information. You can see it topped out here April 8th at 35,000, and it's been going up and down, up and down. So today's numbers is what, 31,905. So I guess we've reached a peak on April 8th, technically, if you want to say that. Technically, the peak was around here if you're looking at just pure numbers. Let's take a look at the states. New York's still the epicenter, although it looks like it's recovering and peaking out, but you got to watch out for these other ones, especially up here, the northeast to the north Midwest, and then south of, Florida, south, east, all the way to central in Texas is kind of spreading that way. California is starting to go up in numbers. Washington's done very well, surprisingly. They were like the first to have an outbreak. Everyone was saying, look at Washington, look at Washington. Now, no one cares about Washington. So most of these countries here out in the Midwest versus Central, the Midwest seems to be doing well. They have a lot of space, a lot of mountains and forests, so these will probably reopen very quickly. Maybe parts of the Midwest, North Central will open quickly as well. Oh, look at that. I got my halo back. Awesome. Strange how that works out. Anyways, I think what parts of the country that are going to open the quickest are probably you're looking at looks like for the most part, except for the Colorado, which happens to be like the weed state of America. You know, Colorado was like the first state to legalize weed, but you probably like around here, you know, New Mexico, maybe Arizona, Utah, Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho. Some these areas probably, you know, they don't seem to have an outbreak or a large number, and it's possible they can contain or mitigate or mitigate and contain at the same time. Whether they'll have schools reopen is a totally different, you know, question. I don't anticipate school to reopen, well, the rest of this school year and the next school year, which school year starts around August around here, August, September, somewhere around there. So I don't think schools are going to be coming back this school year or next school year, in my opinion. But I think businesses can open up. I mean, you got to, because if you just lock people up, this lockdown, people are already protesting. They're gathering. You really don't want people gathering. So hopefully, with the new testing, uh, instead of the coronavirus test, they're going to do an antibody test or antigen test or antibody test. So I think that's going to be a lot better, because I think that's more of a blood test than uh, a, like a virus test, if that makes sense. So people are going to be tested if they have the antibodies, which I think is a better idea, because you'll know if people have some immunity. There's a lot of questions whether herd immunity can be accomplished, because a lot is unknown about this virus, and people are studying it as the pandemic is happening. So they're getting questions and answers as the pandemic and the research is going on. So nobody really can definitively say like herd immunity will work, or how long you'll have an immunity, or if there is any immunity. So herd immunity is even questionable at this point in time. So as long as they're able to do some kind of testing where you could test the antibodies, not that I'm saying you'll be required to do so, but it's a good idea to do it. That way you have some idea if you are uh, a carrier, or you were a carrier, or you were infected. I think that's important to know. Um, there's reports. Now, I'm not saying these are true or not, but reports that the viruses are reactivated, like the viruses in your body, and they reactivate to make you reinfected again. There's some reports of that. I can't confirm or deny that. It's just something I'm I'm seeing out there. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens if when America reopens. Will there be another breakout? Will there be more infections? There's going to be infections anyway. I don't think that anyone's going to escape infection. I think eventually most people will be infected, or eventually get a vaccine, or they'll be vaccinated. I don't think there's no easy way out of this, in my personal opinion. So let's go down, take a look at some of the numbers. New York is going down. That's good. The death is going up though. So the death are lagging the confirmed cases, and so you're expect to see a lot of deaths come out of New York. Okay. So don't be surprised if we reach a very large number of deaths after everything's said and done. I'm in Texas here. Oh, oh no, I didn't want to go Texas. Oh, they have a thing for Texas now. They have a thing for each state. Awesome. All right. It looks like Texas reached its peak when? Come on. Looks like April 8th as well. So Texas has actually reached its peak. Let me go back. That's good. They got their own individual states now. So that's good. That's where I am. I got another website for that. I'm going to go directly to the source of the website. So don't worry. Don't worry. And you can see the number of cases still hovering around 30,000, 30,000. 30,000 is a lot. All right, 30,000 is a lot. A lot of confirmed cases. And you got to think, these are just confirmed cases. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh, you know what? I didn't report yesterday. 4,000 4,000 was the is the actually the most to date. I apologize for that. 4,591, which was yesterday, which I did not make a video. Sorry about that. So, but there you go. 4,000 was the most I've seen to date, which was yesterday, April 16th, 2020. God, it wasn't that long ago where we had no death and only one case. Look at that. And when was the first confirmed death here? February 29th. From February 29th, which is March, it's not even 2 months. We're at 36,773 total death. That's incredible. That's incredible. America reopens. America's going to reopen. I don't think New Jersey. Here's all right. I don't think New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Michigan, Pennsylvania, California, probably Illinois. I don't think they're going to be reopening. Um, Florida, Louisiana, I don't know. I don't think they're opening. I don't think Georgia. Maybe Georgia could reopen. Maybe. I know Texas has a plan to reopen, but you know, when I look at these states here, it's hard to imagine that they're going to try to reopen, especially New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Michigan, and Pennsylvania and California. Those one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, those seven states right here, it's hard to imagine that these states are going to reopen anytime soon. I don't think they should, to be honest with you. They got a lot of cases here, and they should just cool down. They should have a partial opening at least. All these other states, it's possible they can have reopenings. I really doubt it. If any states need to reopen, it's probably these states at the bottom right here. Like these states probably are the main candidates to reopen. They have the least amount, and um, they're able to contain. All right, they're able to contain any breakouts because they've just, let me see, they probably have the time to do it, the knowledge to do it, and fortunately they have the least amount of cases to do it. So these are the states that probably the best candidates to open. If you're in one of these states, except for West Virginia, I think their testing is way off, if you ask me. But anyways, so those are the best candidates as far as I can see. We'll have to see. Everything else in the middle, and everything in the middle is like no man's land. You're not sure if they're going to go up or if they're going to go down. They have a potential of going either way. They'll probably be partially opened, but don't expect a full open. Don't expect to go to a football or baseball game anytime soon. That's my opinion. All right, let's go back to Texas. And Texas has 169,536 total tests for a total of 17,371 cases. That is more than 10% now. Yeah, that is like more than 10% now. So there's a couple things going on with Texas that I've noticed. Now, supposedly the peak is past or has been reached, and I'll get to the this right here. and it has been updated. Last update April 17th, 2020, which is today. And so when I look at it, they rearranged it a little bit. The IHME website, they put the deaths per day, first thing you see, and then they put the hospitalization down here, and then the total deaths. So I'm not sure what they're trying to get at. Area right here, containment strategy. So it's not over yet. They've already put out on the website an area for containment. So they're planning on this thing coming back. They're planning on this virus definitely coming back, reemerging sometime. What do they have it for date? June 1st to August 1st. So they do have plans, or there are expectations that this virus is just not going away. It's an ongoing. It'll be mitigation with containment as America reopens. But apparently, 2 days until peak, which would be right here, which would be April 19th, which is good because I've been hunkering down. If I had to wait like April 29th for the peak to pass, I would have to go shopping one more time. We'll be going shopping here soon enough. I think I'm still gonna wait another week, but here you go. So 2 days since peak resource, which would make it April 15th. April 15th, right here, 2 days at peak resource, and this is today. So oh, darn it! Why is this thing always showing up at this time? So it's already passed. I think I'll wait another week. So today is the 17th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so April 25th. I think around April 25th that's a weekend, I think. I think I'll go on a Monday after April 25th. It's probably our next grocery run. I think that's probably the safest time after this update. And I think there's some evidence to it. There is some evidence to it because if you look at the trends here, you can see April 10th was 1,441 cases. It's gone down. The lowest since then was 422. And then it's peaked up a little bit, 700, 800, 900, and another 900. So it seems like the peak really came around April 10th. But as far as Texas, they're saying April 15th was the peak. Let me see. April 15th, right here, shows a fatality of 46. That's the most so far to date. Interesting news on this one is now we got some case or fatality demographics. You've probably seen the case demographics. So 50-50, almost 50-50 male and female. And then you got different races. White being the most right now. I don't know how much of the unknowns, but even if you split like this is 20% unknown. If you split between blacks and Hispanics, that still is less than whites. Looks like the age group that has the most infections are 50 to 59, and then second is 40 to 49. And they have a new tab here, fatality demographics. So this is very useful. So it looks like men do die more often than women. I don't know why that is. Maybe men are more. I wouldn't say men are prone. I think maybe men have more comorbidity. I can't say it. Maybe men have hypertension and diabetes than women or something. Maybe, or maybe men wait too long before they go to the hospital. And then if you look at the death here, fatalities. Again, whites are the majority here for some reason, and you don't see this being reported for some reason. No one feels sorry for the white people. Everyone feels sorry for the black people and the Hispanics. If you took the percentage here, like this is unknown, this is 30, even when 15% split it between blacks and Hispanics, 15%, that only puts them up at 32% versus 39% white, 32% Hispanic, and then 25% black. So I don't think race really matters. It's recently been reported race matters or something. Maybe there is no correlation between race, but age does. Look at this, 80% mostly died. If you're 80 and over, your chances of dying when you get this virus is pretty high. Other than that, I mean, it's 65 to 69, then 75 to 79, and then after that, it's 60 to 64, then 50 to 59, and then 70 to 74. I don't know why. Maybe it's just, again, population. It probably reflects population density in an area or in a state in this particular case. Anyways, so let's go back here. So revised total death of only 957. And again, this line represents today right here. So it looks like we are almost halfway out to the death trailing and then peaking out maybe May 1st or something like that. This is good. I've been listening to the radio a lot on my Baofeng ham radio walkie-talkie. I've been listening to the radio FM portion of it, and Harris County, Houston is not quite out of it yet. Is not quite out of it yet. I think, if anything, Harris County's gotten the worst of it all. If you look at Harris County, which is Houston, I'm in Fort Bend, but look at that. Harris County has more than doubled in Dallas County, and so if you look at this map, I'm right here. I'm in the middle of it. It's not looking good for me, but I'm glad at least we're past the peak period here, and I think after a week, maybe 25th. So after the 25th, on a Monday on the 25th, we'll go shopping again, top off on our groceries. I have enough to go. I think one more week we'll go through the groceries. But I still have our emergency food supply, and we should be good. We should be good. I can go like another 2, maybe even 3 weeks if we dip into the emergency supply, but we don't want to do that. So we'll be going grocery shopping here in about another week here. I'm just gonna let this all pass over, and hopefully by then I'll be riding my rad power bike and taking you all with me. I'm gonna conclude this episode. Please like, share, comment. Feel free to comment on the bottom. Share with everyone. Until next time, everyone. Bye bye.